Discover how to grow your own Cara Cara Orange tree, the sweet, low-acid, pink-fleshed navel orange, indoors or outdoors, even as a total beginner. Have you ever cut open an orange expecting the usual bright orange flesh, only to find something that looks more like a pink grapefruit staring back at you, and tastes even sweeter than the orange you grew up eating? That surprise is a Cara Cara Orange, a naturally low-acid, pink-fleshed navel variety. And once you taste one fresh off your own tree, it is very hard to go back to store-bought citrus again. If you have ever wondered whether you could actually grow this rosy, low-acid orange at home, whether you live in a warm coastal climate or a chilly northern apartment with nothing but a sunny window, the answer is yes. And today we are going to walk through exactly how to do it successfully as a beginner. The Cara Cara Orange is technically a type of navel orange, discovered as a natural mutation on a navel tree in Venezuela back in the 1970s. But what makes it so beloved is its strikingly pink to reddish flesh, a color that comes from the same lycopene compound found in tomatoes and watermelon, rather than the usual citrus pigments. That pink coloring is not just a pretty trick either, since lycopene is a powerful antioxidant, which means your Cara Cara Orange is quietly packing more nutritional punch than a typical navel orange, while also tasting noticeably sweeter and less acidic. Flavor-wise, people often describe it as a cross between a navel orange and a mild cranberry or cherry note, with almost none of the sharp tang you get from other citrus, which makes it an easy sell for kids and picky eaters who usually avoid oranges because they find them too sour. Growing your own Cara Cara orange tree starts with understanding where citrus actually thrives. And the honest truth is that citrus trees are subtropical plants that want warmth, sunlight, and protection from hard freezes. If you live in USDA zones 9 through 11, roughly meaning coastal and inland California, the Gulf Coast, Florida, and similar mild winter regions, you can plant a Cara Cara orange tree directly in the ground and expect it to thrive outdoors year-round with only occasional cold night protection. If you live anywhere colder, from the mid-Atlantic up through the Midwest and Northeast, do not worry, because growing Cara Cara oranges in a large container is not just possible. It is actually one of the most popular ways home gardeners across the country enjoy this variety, since a potted tree can simply be moved indoors or into a garage whenever a freeze threatens. When choosing a tree, look for a young grafted Cara Cara orange tree from a reputable citrus nursery, rather than trying to grow one from seed, since seed-grown citrus can take many years to fruit and often will not stay true to the parent varieties, pink flesh and sweet flavor. A grafted tree that is 1 to 2 years old will typically begin producing a modest crop of fruit within 2 to 3 years of planting, which feels like a long wait, but is actually fairly quick compared to many other fruit trees. When you bring your tree home, choose the sunniest spot available, since citrus trees need a minimum of 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight daily to produce a good crop. Whether that spot is a south-facing garden bed or the sunniest window or patio you have available for a container tree. Soil matters enormously for citrus success, and the single most important rule is drainage. Cara Cara orange trees, like all citrus, absolutely hate sitting in soggy, waterlogged soil, and root rot is one of the leading causes of citrus tree failure for beginners. If planting in the ground, choose a well-draining spot, and consider planting on a slightly raised mound if your native soil tends to hold water. If growing in a container, use a specialized citrus potting mix or a well-draining mix built from ingredients like pine bark, perlite, and coarse sand, and always choose a pot with generous drainage holes in the bottom. A container between 15 and 25 gallons is a good size to start with for a young tree, giving the roots plenty of room to grow for the first several years before you need to size up again. Watering a citrus tree properly is one of those skills that takes a little practice, because both overwatering and underwatering show up as similar-looking stress, yellowing leaves and leaf drop, which confuses a lot of beginners. The general rule is to water deeply, and then allow the top 2 to 3 inches of soil to dry out before watering again, rather than giving your tree small sips of water every single day. For potted trees especially, stick a finger into the soil before watering, and if it still feels moist at that depth, wait another day or two. In-ground trees typically need deep watering once or twice a week during hot, dry summer months, while container trees often need water more frequently, sometimes every 2 to 3 days in peak summer heat, simply because pots dry out faster than garden soil. Feeding your Cara Cara orange tree correctly will make a noticeable difference in both fruit quantity and flavor. Citrus trees are relatively heavy feeders, and a specialized citrus fertilizer, which contains extra nitrogen along with important micronutrients like iron, zinc, and manganese, will keep your tree's leaves a deep, healthy green and support strong fruit development. Apply fertilizer during the active growing season, generally spring through late summer, following the specific product's instructions for your tree's size, and hold off on fertilizing in late fall and winter when the tree naturally slows down, and you do not want to encourage tender new growth right before any cold weather arrives. Pruning a Cara Cara orange tree is fairly low maintenance compared to many fruit trees, and the main goals are simply to remove any dead, damaged, or crossing branches. Keep the center of the tree open enough for good air circulation and sunlight penetration, and control the overall size if you are growing in a container. Late winter, just before the spring growth flush begins, is generally the best time for any significant pruning, since cutting into a tree right before a harsh cold snap can leave fresh wounds more vulnerable to cold damage. Throughout the year, you can also pinch off any suckers, which are fast-growing shoots that emerge from below the graft union near the base of the trunk. Since these shoots come from the rootstock rather than the Cara Cara variety itself, and will never produce the sweet pink fruit you are growing the tree for in the first place. Like most citrus, Cara Cara orange trees can attract a handful of common pests, including aphids, scale insects, and citrus leaf miners, which tunnel distinctive squiggly trails through young leaves. The good news is that a healthy, properly watered and fed tree resists most pest pressure fairly well. And for the pests that do show up, insecticidal soap or horticultural oil sprayed according to label directions handles the majority of issues without resorting to harsher chemical treatments. Keep an eye out for sooty mold too, a black, powdery coating that grows on the sugary honeydew left behind by aphids and scale. Since seeing sooty mold is usually a sign you have an underlying pest issue worth addressing at its source, rather than just wiping the leaves clean. One of the biggest mistakes beginners make with citrus trees, Cara Cara oranges included, is expecting fruit far too soon or panicking when a young tree drops some of its fruit before it matures. It is completely normal for a citrus tree to drop a portion of its small, developing fruit in early summer, a natural thinning process where the tree sheds fruit it cannot adequately support. So do not assume something is wrong the first time you see little green oranges scattered under the tree. Another very common mistake is overwatering out of love and attention, since new gardeners often assume more water equals more care, when in reality, soggy roots suffocate and rot far more citrus trees than drought ever does. Finally, many beginners fertilize too heavily or too late in the season, pushing out tender new growth right before a cold snap, which is far more vulnerable to frost damage than mature, hardened-off foliage. If you are growing your tree in a colder region and need to bring it indoors or into a garage for winter, do so before your first hard freeze rather than waiting until the last minute, and place it in the brightest available spot, since indoor light is almost always dimmer than the tree is used to outdoors. A grow light can make a meaningful difference for a citrus tree overwintering indoors in a low-light climate, and running a small fan nearby helps maintain some air circulation, which reduces the risk of fungal issues in a still, indoor environment. Once the danger of frost has fully passed in spring, transition your tree back outdoors gradually over a week or two rather than moving it straight into full sun, to avoid shocking or scorching leaves that have adjusted to gentler indoor light. Cara Cara oranges typically ripen from around December through April, depending on your climate and the specific timing of your local growing season, which conveniently means fresh, homegrown Cara Cara oranges are ready right in the heart of winter, when store-bought citrus often costs the most and tastes the least fresh. Unlike some fruits, citrus does not continue to ripen significantly after picking, so the best way to check readiness is simply to taste test one orange when the color looks fully developed. And if it is sweet and juicy, the rest of the fruit on the tree is very likely ready to harvest as well. Fruit can often be left on the tree for several weeks past initial ripeness without much quality loss. giving you flexibility to harvest a few at a time rather than picking the entire crop all at once. If space is a concern, and it often is for anyone gardening on a patio, balcony, or small urban yard, look specifically for a Cara Cara orange tree grafted onto dwarf or semi-dwarf rootstock, which keeps the mature tree at a manageable 6 to 8 feet tall rather than the 15 to 20 feet a standard rootstock tree can eventually reach. Dwarf citrus trees still produce full-size fruit in respectable quantities. They simply do it on a smaller frame, which makes them perfect for container growing or for tucking into a compact backyard garden bed without the tree eventually overwhelming the space. Many home gardeners are surprised to learn that a well-cared-for dwarf Cara Cara tree in a large container can produce dozens of oranges each season, which is more than enough for a household to enjoy fresh, plus extra for juicing, gifting to neighbors, or trying your hand at homemade marmalade. Beyond the practical growing details, there is something genuinely special about having a citrus tree as part of your garden or patio, especially one as visually striking as Cara Cara. In spring, the tree produces clusters of small white blossoms with an incredibly sweet, heady fragrance that can perfume an entire backyard or patio for several weeks, making it as much an ornamental and sensory addition to your space as it is a food-producing plant. The glossy, deep green evergreen foliage stays attractive year-round, unlike deciduous fruit trees that spend a good portion of the year bare, which means your Cara Cara tree contributes to your garden's beauty even outside of its blooming and fruiting seasons. Many gardeners also enjoy incorporating citrus trees into edible landscaping designs, pairing them with other Mediterranean climate-loving plants like rosemary, lavender, and olive trees for a cohesive, low-maintenance aesthetic that also happens to be productive. Once you finally harvest your first Cara Cara oranges, you will quickly discover they are wonderful eat simply out of hand. But their low acidity and natural sweetness also make them fantastic in recipes where you might normally find a regular orange too sharp or tart. Sliced into a winter salad with fennel, arugula, and a light vinaigrette, the pink flesh adds both stunning color and a mellow sweetness that balances bitter greens beautifully. Freshly squeezed Cara Cara juice makes an excellent addition to homemade vinaigrettes, marinades for chicken or fish, and even simple cocktails or mocktails, where its gentler acidity means you often need less added sugar than you would with regular orange juice. Because the fruit holds its quality well after picking, you can also store harvested oranges in the refrigerator for several weeks, giving you plenty of time to work your way through a healthy harvest without any rushing or waste. No matter where you live in the country, growing a Cara Cara orange tree is one of the most rewarding beginner fruit-growing projects you can take on. Whether that means a full-size tree thriving year-round in a warm southern garden or a happy container tree that spends its summers on a sunny patio and its winters cozied up near a bright window indoors. The unique pink flesh, the naturally sweet and low-acid flavor, and the sheer joy of walking outside in the dead of winter to pick a fresh orange off your own tree make this variety well worth the patience it takes to get your first harvest. If you love learning about seasonal flowering plants, vegetables, gardening tips, and nature care, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Nature Nurture Hub, your home for year-round garden inspiration. Let's keep growing together.